Select Board Special Meeting, March 5th, 2018. All those able, please stand for the pledge. John, will you listen up?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Brittany, roll call, please.
John Bartels.
Here.
Mark Strout.
Here.
We have Ed Hall.
Present.
We're missing John Boyle and Rob Bishop.
Correct. Mr. Walters excused also. I entertain a motion for the minutes.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes of February 5th, 2018.
Second.
All right, motion's been made and seconded. Any debate or discussion on these?
Just the correction of vice chair. Again, I'm listed as vice chair. Actually, it's on both of them, but it should be down, obviously, to you.
Motion's been made and seconded, and correction's been made. Any other further debate? All those in favor? Aye.
I abstain.
Motion passes.
Okay. I make a motion that we approve the minutes for February 12th, 2018, as written.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded for the minutes for February 12th, 2018. Any debate or discussion on that?
Just the same correction as I stated.
All right. Motion's been made and seconded for the with the edited version for John Bartels moved down, and for myself being the vice chair. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Passes.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes for March 5th, 2018, as written.
March 5th.
Yeah, I don't have them either.
Today is March 5th.
You know what I'm reading?
I was just going to say, February.
I was testing everyone.
Yeah,
I was testing them.
Yeah, if you know what those minutes are,
Okay.
just let me know.
Can we start the meeting over? No.
Now's the time
Thank
for
you.
public address to the board. This is the time when the public may address the board on any item listed on the meeting agenda or on any issue or matter of the town. If you intend on addressing the board at this time, we ask that you do the following. Please identify yourself by name, address, or the company, institution you represent. The public may address to the board segment will last no longer than 30 minutes. Please make your comments concise and try not to repeat statements made by others. Please address your comments to the board chair. Discussion or debate on any issue may not take place at this time. Questions on procedural matters may be answered by the chair or their designee. Please be cordial and respectful of others. If anyone wishes to be recognized when an agenda item is discussed by the board, please make the request at this time. This request may be granted by the board chair. Would anybody like to speak at this time? Stu?
Stu Sargent, 567 North Street. Just a few things. The debate over the select board, pay, insurance, whatever, is one. Al Nadeau hit it right on the head. I think most of the select board members that I work with saw it as a 24/7 job. We got caught. I mean, I don't go out in the snow, but when I was a select board, I had a couple calls, we went out. I mean, that was what we got elected to do, and try to take care of the problem on the site. As for pay, myself, I didn't want to get paid, but I decided that if I got paid, I could put it towards projects in town that needed some pushing. The bridge dedication, we had a Earth Day at Craneville. And I'm bringing this up on purpose, it cost me $200 for the CPA meeting. We had Stuart Seganar here that was ahead of the CPA for the state, and the school screwed up, and I had to make a deal with the drama club, and I bought them pizza. So the money went back into the town. It's up to everybody, but it just seems like the way we got it going. I know we had one year, a kid right out of college just passed his, took his bar exam, was waiting for the test to come back, and he ran for selectman. Would have been nice if he did get elected. But I know that he didn't have insurance, and he was from a single mom family, so to try to take that away from some people, myself being an independent contractor, I know I looked at it, and if I did take it, I would not expect it to continue after I left the board. I know there was another gentleman, a select board member, at the same time, the second biggest employee in Berkshire County, whose health policy is terrible, and he was looking at it. He went back like everybody else to their service insurance. So I think the little bit of money that the select board gets and the possibility that you might take insurance, I don't think it's a problem. I don't see a big money saver there or whatever. I mean, I can name one thing and make up to $15,000 that the board gets a year. There's other places on the budget we can take care of. Also, being on the open space meeting committee chairman, the master plan is something. Did the town vote on that? Did the select board vote on that as the master plan, as the
Yeah.
policy? Did it get presented to the town? Because I missed
absolutely.
that.
There were many meetings on that.
I-
But, it is not on the agenda, but there was many meetings.
Well, I just missed it, that's all. I was just
Okay.
bringing it up because I know we, as an open space, we gave a preliminary to the select board to give us comments and feedback, and then we were gonna give another presentation for the town, but that's another story.
All that did happen.
Okay, I missed it, okay?
Okay.
Also, the Green Committee, I would like that to be an elected position. I had a problem recently at the forum on the electric bills when they were talking about how high they were. And if someone is gonna use the name Dalton and on committees, they should be elected. And someone brought it up and I took it as a threat. And I think the Green Committee should be an elected position. Also, I would like to see, we're going to be moving up to 1301. And people with landlines, there's no telephone books. People with cell phone, no telephone books. I would like to see the select board, like the councilman in Pittsfield, have their email address on screen. So residents or business people can send you an email and the town hall, and then nobody can say, I never knew. Because I think it is going to be, communication is going to be a problem. Anyone that watches this station or watching this tonight is searching through the channels, and they go, oh, the select board, I'm going to listen. You know, but up to 1301, the highest I go is 1279. But that's my opinion. I would like your emails on the, if we could get your email so we can communicate with everybody that needs to be communicated, that would be nice.
Emails on the
On the television,
on the
yeah.
television.
Yes, because there's no other way. I mean, I have a landline I've had for 30 years for my business. I'm not in a telephone book. I don't know what to do. I just got my first cell phone and there's no telephone book for that too, so we gotta communicate somehow. It would be nice if I send all 5 of you the same email and the town, and then there's no problem. I mean, when I was a select board member, we were addressing 2 emails that were 2 years old. But if everyone got it, no one could say, well, we didn't know. So that would be nice if we could set up some kind of system for better communication, because I think going up to 1301, that's not a good thing for the town. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Seth.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Move on to department budget reviews and budget updates. First one we're going to take in order is going to be the treasurer with Don Fahey.
Dawn, is it just this one, or do you have multiple ones that are your concern?
I do have the Medicare town share, 916, and employee fringe benefits, 919.
Okay,
We'll take those.
so we can take those two.
Does anybody have any questions for Don for the treasurer's budget?
I did, but it was answered. I figured it out.
Looks like it's a total increase of $1,563. $1,538 of it being salaries.
There seems to be quite an increase in the short-term interest debt. Is there a reason for that?
What that is on the years that we have an OPEB actuarial study, which is other purchase services, 1455381. When on the years that we have that, we have the $3,500 in that budget for that year, and when we have, what we do is we take money out of that short-term interest and debt and put it into there to cover that expense without expending more budget.
Okay. I'm glad you understand that.
In and off years, they just put it back in case they need it for short-term
Yes.
debt.
Yeah, we take it out of there and,
Yeah.
okay.
It sounds fine. Thank you.
Any other questions? TA.
Yeah.
Next one will be Medicare town share.
The only question I had on this is, what would cause this to fluctuate? It seems like it does fluctuate from year to year. Not a lot, but it does. Is
In
it-
terms of the amounts,
Yeah, that which is expended.
yeah, I mean, I think, I'm not really sure. I know that we can't, like, we never know what we're gonna pay in outside detail for the year. And we have to pay Medicare on that, what we pay.
Yeah,
So I know that causes fluctuations.
so it's not only the straight time, it's the overtime that would cause that to go up?
Yeah, you have,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Any other questions? TA.
Yeah.
Employee fringe benefits, 919. Level funded from last year.
Mm-hmm.
That seems fine.
Have a TA.
TA. That's it, right, Don?
Yes.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Let's take the library next.
Sure.
We're moving on to the library 610.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Rob, just in general, your salaries went down, is that change of personnel? or-
Yeah, Kathy Hoag was the assistant director. She was at max salary. She retired, and she
Okay,
was hired, the person who replaced her was hired on tier 3,
okay,
step 3. So
Okay.
there was a drop there. And that's why we're looking for an increase in our operating budget. It's just to maintain a budget to qualify for state aid.
oh, you have to have a certain level, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it needs to increase by 1.25% over 3 years
Yeah,
to qualify for the state aid, so that's why we're hitting that 0.44 increase, just to maintain that increase.
Okay.
We get between 10 and 12,000 a year in
I
state aid.
was just gonna ask you what
Yeah.
the state aid is.
Yeah, it's 10 to 12,000.
Very good. Thank
Any other
you.
questions?
No, it's fine.
Rob, just two things.
Hmm?
I love all the programs that you push on Facebook and stuff. They're a huge hit. I love posting them to my site to get people
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
And the other one, I want to apologize for my daughter's book, always being late. Constantly. I apologize for that.
yeah. She's not the only one.
TA,
Yeah.
Yeah.
thank you, Rob.
Great, thanks.
Thank you. We'll go to Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
Allison, would you like to take a moment and speak?
You already have the budget, so I'll just, this is just a visual. Show you the number of kids that we served this year
Thank you.
with the help of your grant. We do you want me to start first just with the budget, or do you want me to start explaining this?
Actually, it's going to chart, then we'll go to the budget.
Okay.
How's that? Good.
So the Town of Dalton grant helps support the youth programs that the CRA runs. And last year in 2017, we served 1,484 youth, which is a pretty amazing number. And that's a 12% increase from 2016. So I think, given the drop that we've seen in enrollment in the schools and things like that, to see our numbers growing is pretty remarkable. We have a lot of kids that play, multiple sports, so they're counted multiple times. So basically, any time they play a sport, they sign up, they're counted. So that's how we come up with 1,484. As you can see, soccer has the largest number of participants. And that's primarily due to the fact that we run boys, girls, we run co-ed, we run it from preschool right up through middle school, and it runs in the spring and in the spring and fall. So it's really 2 seasons. Football has 131, 27 is volleyball.
I'm surprised it's only 27.
Well, it's a relatively new program. We only
I see.
started it a few years ago, and it's girls only. And so it's grown though from when it started 3 or 4 years ago. We basically had 1 team, and it's growing now. So
I think you probably have about 5 teams, and I think we're matching Pittsfield when we were going down there playing Pittsfield, so,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. So I think it's going to take off. I think. Basketball, we have 430 children playing that last year. Baseball was 172, and softball was 163 kids. So.
What sport has increased the most?
Well, percentage-wise, probably softball over the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting. We run summer camps we run camps in the summer as well. And Dustin Belcher, one of our program directors, ran his first one probably 6 or 7 years ago, and he had 2 girls show up for the softball camp, and now he gets about 100.
Wow, that's good.
So that program has really grown. Mark, you're very familiar
Yeah.
with it. It's a well-run league, and it's seen a lot of growth over the past few years. So, in addition to that, we don't have a count, but we also run all the summer programs at the parks, and that involves, family fun events. So we have like bike rodeos where the police officers sometimes will come and talk to the kids about wearing helmets and things like that. Before we've had, Rob's left, but we had a literacy day, and our librarian came and brought library cards and signed kids up right then and there so they could get a library card. We run arts and crafts programs, things like that. And then we also run a basketball league called Just Play Hoops. It's kind of a little more laid-back kind of program. Kids get a t-shirt and they come a couple times a week and play outside in Pine Grove Park. So it's a lot of fun. So this grant also covers those types of programs. Do you guys have any questions about the programs themselves?
No, everything seems to be run very well
Oh, thank you.
throughout the year. And,
We've got some experience with it.
yeah, really. And there hasn't been any increase in this budget in at least 3 years. I don't know how far back it.
Well, I've
has
been here
increased.
9, and it's never gone up. So we've,
Well, in effect, it is a grant, like you were saying.
Right.
Right.
yeah, it is a grant to run these programs, but it's stayed the same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Any other questions for Allison? Allison, I just want to thank you for the help with the Pine Grove Park, the new playgrounds
Oh,
this
yeah, no
year.
problem. That's what we're here for.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. You guys did a wonderful job. it's great to drive by there and see everybody using it.
Mhm. Thank you.
TA?
Yes.
Thank you, Al.
Thank you,
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate your support.
Move back to landfill closure monitoring, 433. It's got a 2.03% increase to $316.
I understand why we have expenses with our landfill, but the Warren landfill, I'm not sure why we have expenses for that, because it's not owned by the county.
Yeah, it's our responsibility because we use it.
Okay?
So once ours was filled,
So then,
Ours
we
was
could,
filled.
the town actually, officially,
that was our landfill.
oh, that was, okay,
That was
thank
our
you.
landfill. So we have that responsibility to monitor it and take care of it, even though we don't own the property.
Right. Thank you.
TA?
Yeah.
I would say it's best not to have a landfill owned. Okay.
Berkshire Regional Planning Commission, 591. Increase of 0.85%, $128.
That's probably just from the calculation.
Yep.
That's all.
TA?
DA.
Yeah.
We have a letter here from John. Please consider the formal request to transfer their franchise fee of $26,413.90 recently received from Charter Communications to the Dalton Community Cable Association. It is our understanding that this is the fee for October, November, and December of 2017. I'll entertain a motion.
I move that we accept the transfer, or do the transfer of the franchise fee of $26,413 from Charter Communication to the Dalton Community Cable Association.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Remarks from select board members.
Well, just to remind everybody that tomorrow's a big day for Charter, changing over to 100% digital signal. So if you don't have the receivers for it, from what I understand, your television will be blank. We'll see.
So I'll find out if
I have a test
I'll have
television at my house, so I'll see how
I
things
guess.
go.
Is it a certain time tomorrow, or is it
They just said March
midnight?
6th.
Okay. All right.
March 6th.
I'll turn it on in the morning and see
Yeah.
if it's there, picture.
I'm still, I don't know if I can, yeah, well, we're still on the subject, I can say this. I'm trying to work on finding out how I can actually use the old TV sets, and I think it can be done at a relatively low cost. And if I figure it out, I'll let people know. So,
That'd be good.
John. Mr. Olive, you have any remarks?
No, I don't.
Items for future agendas?
I have one. And it goes from a conversation that was had prior to the meeting and Mr. Sargent's remarks. I agree with him with regard to the email, and seeing that we have town email addresses, let's get organized and get all the select board members on board so that we know what's going on. We have those email addresses specifically for contact with town officials or for us personally, and we should put it on the television and list it. You know, this is my name, this is my email address for select board, so and so and so. You know, all 5 members.
Also on the website. so-
Yes, and we should put it on the website too, but I don't know if this should be an agenda item. Maybe it should be just so we get it done in a timely manner now that things are changing. it's even more important to do it now, so.
Brittany, can you put that on items for future agenda?
That's a good idea. It really is a good idea.
Yeah. And it's, for everyone concerned, it's better for us to have it, to use that email address, so.
Mr. Howell, anything for future agenda?
No, I don't.
Announcements. The new Veterans Agent office hours are Wednesday from 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at the Town Hall and 11:40 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at the Senior Center. Services for the Dalton veterans are now available Monday through Friday through the North Adams Veterans Service Department. Call 413-662-3040. Public Power is now the town supplier for the municipal electrical aggregation program. You will see that name as a supplier of electricity on your Eversource bill, unless you have another supplier. To opt in or out of the program, go online to www.colonialpowergroup.com/Dalton/ or call Public Power at 1-800-830-2944. The Dalton Police Department is reminding the citizens of Dalton of the winter parking ban from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m., which went into effect November 15th, 2017, and will be in effect until April 15th, 2018. Robert Bishop Jr. holds office hours by appointment in the Select Board office at the Town Hall. For further information, call 413-684-61111, extension 11. Please note the Dalton office, the Dalton's official meeting posting, agendas, and minutes can be viewed at mytowngovernment.org/01226. State Rep Paul Mark holds the office hours at the Dalton Town Hall, 462 Main Street, in the Callahan Room on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., with the exception of third Tuesday of each month. On the third Tuesday, office hours are 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Town Hall, and from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Dalton Senior Center. You can reach his office at his district number, which is 413-464-5635. The building inspector office hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Tuesday, 8 a.m. to 12:30. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move that we adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.